Ready? That took us like 25 minutes.
We're really off our game today. Well, actually, I speak for myself only. I don't know about you.
I'm all about winning the morning, winning the day.
Although if you start the mornings,
though.
if you start the
Not
morning
true.
strong, it's gonna.
No, that's my mantra.
Yeah.
Win the morning, win the day. Get up, do your walk.
You can win the morning. You can win the day.
If you've got a morning in you, you've got a whole day in you, champion. No, you take the dog for the walk, you do your mini workout, smash your breakfast, do all the little bits and bobs, and that is me done. And then it is free
All
for
productivity
me
from there.
to dominate the PM.
Fuck. Cairo.
Wait, I'll do this all day with you if you want. And you know we can just ramble, because two bitches can ramble for days.
Oh, girl.
Oh, child.
Yeah, I'm a get up, walk the dog, go Uber driving for at least 2 hours.
Make your money.
Make money. And then everything from there is... I like to go to the gym, though. I think it's very good to start the day with the gym.
Get it out of the way.
Pump those endorphins, and then you're just full of ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, bicep ideas. Oh, new one.
You're just,
new
you're
one.
just serving them right into the noggin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right up in here. I don't have a gym membership. I haven't since I was 21. And I don't really know why you need one.
You used to study personal training.
Yeah, I did. Did my Cert 3.
What happened?
Got over it.
Yeah, you don't even work out anymore.
The thing... Thanks. No. The thing is about personal training is at the time it was kind of like super selly, super over the top, super I'm jacked and we're going to get ripped, jacked and buffed. Like this is like 2007 or 8. This is like, MySpace days. We're talking with like people were just like, I'm buffing for no particular reason.
Yeah.
And I just don't buy into all that. It's not me. I'm not like, let's get macho for macho's sake. I don't want like 17 like meatheads yelling at me like to do another rep or another set. I don't think that's cute.
Yeah.
I don't need that energy.
Yeah, that's why I never go to the body pump class. But it's a very old school. You're right. I think it's like a 70s thing to do where you're just pumping so that your muscles look inflated, but you're not actually doing like targeting.
There are better workouts like a 5-minute wrestle or a 5-minute. No, seriously. A 5-minute tickle fight.
So I used to wrestle me all the time as a kid.
Just off the
You're just
off
getting
the
your
ladder,
workout in.
off the ladder onto the trampoline. Jiu-jitsu, a bit of like wrestling for like 5 minutes is honestly a far better body workout than just sitting there fucking lifting weights.
Totally.
And also I just don't understand what you're lifting weights for.
So
unless it's a discipline, unless you're losing weight, like I think a lot of it's
I like lifting. I lift
unnecessary.
weights, but like not in like a get fucking huge way.
No.
Like
There's
be strong way.
There's having a core strength and being able to see out the day, knowing that you're not going to have a back problem, a neck problem.
Yeah, that's literally the only reason I go is so that I don't have back problems.
It's just
because
maintenance.
It's a coping mechanism for me.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I'm not.
Although I went to a boxing class once.
Boxing's good, great for you. 2 for 1.
Yeah, they all shamed me though.
All right, because you couldn't throw a punch.
Well, no, I could.
Right.
But not the correct way.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, just let me fucking punch something. Like
but that's only because you'll injure yourself.
Yeah, I know. I know it's in my best interest, but I just didn't want to do the work, like to get to the point where I was like good enough to throw a punch. I just wanted to throw a fucking punch.
Millennial.
Yeah, I know. It's all about the journey, jokes. It's about the destination.
I don't want to train 6 years to throw the punch. I just want to throw the punch.
Right. Someone's just checked. Okay, so I have a funny story. I went and had a COVID test the other day.
Yeah.
Negative.
I was on the phone to her for most of it.
Yeah, I waited like 4 hours in line. But I met recently when I was driving Uber, I met a doctor and started hanging out with him outside of driving Uber.
Okay.
And we were supposed to hang out and he's like, hey, want to hang out tonight? And I was like, oh, I've actually just had a COVID test.
So,
isn't that side note, isn't that like the best way to just get out of anything at the moment? But
Well,
I mean,
yeah, I mean,
it's a small pro. It's a small one.
yeah. Look, if that's the angle you required, I can understand it being beneficial.
But so he messaged me being like, "Why didn't you tell me? I would have gotten you a fast-tracked COVID test in 4 hours." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Who do we give this out to?"
Is that the I know a doctor lane? Bitch, I know the DJ.
Yeah, girl. Totally.
That's the new knowing the DJ. Actually, knowing the DJ is the new I know the doctor. Because everyone wanted to know a doctor back in the day. Is he a doctor?
Yeah, totally.
You're dating a doctor?
No, it's a huge thing.
Amazing.
I felt really silly when I was like, "Oh, I'm going out tonight." And someone was like, "Who?" And I was like, "A doctor."
Yeah, it's such a good line. The only thing that beats it is an astronaut.
Totally. Yes.
Because then you can be like, yeah, he likes hanging out in space and stuff, but he came back to Earth for me. Snaps.
Needless to say, right after I told him I couldn't go out that night, my test results came in negative.
Do you reckon he put in the word?
That's what I was thinking.
My God, because you got... Okay,
because he knows my number. I'm like,
shit.
maybe...
We were on the phone on Wednesday and she's like, I'm in a COVID line. I'm like, great, now I can't leave the house for 24 hours until you find the result. And then she's like, it was painful. It was about 4 hours. And then she got the result back literally less than 18 hours later. And I was like, I thought this took 48 hours.
They said 72. I'm actually so impressed. I'm so impressed with how quick it was. Like, I must say, like, you just... If you have any doubt, just do it. Like,
sounds easier than applying for JobKeeper, really.
Yeah. You just waste 4 hours of your life.
20.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
24
totally.
to 1,000.
Plus 20
million,
hours.
bajillion.
Yeah. Waiting for the
just
result.
to get a cotton swab up your nose. Wouldn't it be great?
Oh my God.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it felt like someone was poking my brain.
So I've heard some mixed stuff. I've heard people.
Yeah, I feel like some people have gotten off light.
Some people are like, it's the worst.
I was a bit sick when I just had like a normal cold, obviously.
Right.
So it wasn't COVID, which is like you can't have a cold right now. Like in this era, like you can't be.
You
sick.
can't sneeze.
Yeah, no.
You sneeze and everyone's like. Yeah.
And I feel like I was. Even when I cough, I'm just like, oh God, like everyone's staring at me, you know, like.
Right. Oh yeah.
No, but the test itself, like I feel like some people have gotten off light. I was sick, so my sinuses were really blocked, and so when they put it in there, I was just like, oh my God, it's not supposed to go in there. Like it's not happening.
I didn't know that nostril was there.
Ow! Like thinking about it right now actually makes me want to cry because it leaked. Yeah, it leaked. Like your eyes leak, but it's fine. It's actually fine. It's like 2 seconds. Yeah. Get over it. Whatever. But like you'll remember that feeling for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But for those of you out there who've shoved a nostril too far up your nose.
Oh, shut up.
You only have yourselves to blame.
It was one time and it was a carrot.
I said nostril.
Did I just volunteer this story?
Oh my God. You have to now.
Have we told this story?
I don't know if we've told this publicly.
Okay, so when I was about, how old do you reckon I was?
I don't know. We're 11, 12. This is episode 12. I can't remember what we've spoken about.
Oh, I thought you were like, I'm 11 or 12.
Stay tuned for re-repeats.
Yeah, this is the point. I'm pretty sure we already talked about the guy who like repeats their stories to people as well. I mean, when you're doing an episode every week, I suppose it's going to be us, hey? Yeah. We're going to become our own worst enemy.
We also have no script or structure right now. This is pure freestyle, chickadee, check my flow.
I wonder when that will come.
I'm seriously, every day I message Pearl being like,
we digressed.
When's that freestyle page starting? What were we talking about?
I don't know. I can't remember now.
The carrot.
Oh, the carrot.
4 years old? Were you 4 years old?
I reckon I was 4, and Mum used to make me little cheese and carrot sticks before dinner. And I was sitting, okay, my mum and dad remember this story differently to me, but I'm going to tell it from my perspective.
Please do.
Because
this is your opportunity. This is your podcast,
P. My story.
Right.
Right. I was sitting on the couch. It was a brown leather couch.
Oh.
We had some family friends around for dinner. Mum and dad were cooking. I remember I remember exactly who was there.
Yeah.
Mum gives me around carrot sticks and cheese. I'm sitting on the couch in my like little dressing gown with stars and moons on it. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what it would be like if I put this carrot up my nose. Like I remember having the thought. And so I put it up my nose And then it got to a point where it got so far up there that I couldn't get it out. And so by trying to get it out, I just kept pushing it up there further. And I remember going up to Mum being like, Mum, I've got a carrot up my nose. And my mum was like, don't be ridiculous. Like, you're being stupid. They didn't believe me for an entire week. Yeah. It took me with orange snot dripping out of my face for my parents to be like, maybe she's got a point. Then they took me to the doctor and the doctor couldn't get it out, remember?
Yeah, so they took you next door to the dentist.
So they were like, let's take her to the dentist and gas her. And then they had to get it out with some like surgical tweezers. But I was like freaking out too much that they gassed me to get the carrot out.
And Mum and Dad still have that piece of carrot in a
saddy.
In the freezer.
And it's like shriveled up now. It's like completely dehydrated.
It's
what a fucking gross story.
That carrot, she's still got our teeth and that carrot. That's weird.
Oh, so she got our teeth. You've got Nan's hair.
Nah, it's in the compost now. It was time.
Our Nan passed away last year and she gave Cairo and Kate a lock of her hair.
Well, because Kate's a hairdresser, so she gave Kate this like
I'm still not drawing those dots.
No, I know. No, so she gave her this collection of her old hair that was in a saddy for some reason, like a sandwich bag. And then she was like, maybe you can donate it to something that they make wigs into things for people. But it was the sweetest gesture, but like, we're talking like a couple of tufts here, not,
Yeah, sorry,
enough to make a toupee.
I just want to say, like, your hair has to be a certain length before you can donate it to something. What makes Nan think that in her grave she's got to bypass everyone with the tiny amount of hair?
Yeah, I don't think that's how, I don't think you proactively donate your hair to make wigs. I think they're supposed to cut it after they wash it.
Yeah.
They wash your hair, they ponytail it, then they
Do you know that for a fact, or are you just speaking off the cuff?
I'm going to say that that's a 50-50 split. I reckon I'm onto something, and I made it up.
Yeah! Good. I just wanted to avoid putting like a source check at the end of our podcast.
Disclaimer, Pearl, don't go telling people that as it's
just so you know as well, like Kyra and I have been bullshitting our entire lives. So there's a good chance that you might want to check some facts. That
Maybe my name's Pearl and her name's Cairo. You'll never know. That's the question I get asked the most. What's your real name?
Yeah, same.
Ugh.
Totally.
I got to a point where I was just like Kevin. George. Just giving him different names.
You literally just gave the two. Okay, so they were talking on Triple J this morning about how there's no male name for Karen and whether Karen is gender specific or not. Because it's like, why is
What's the male Karen?
Yeah. And so people were messaging in being like, it's Kevin and George. And you literally just said the two names that describes a
Is that a Karen?
entitled person. It is a bit shit. It's definitely
Gary.
The name's going extinct. But did you actually?
Gary's up there.
I looked it up.
Although, good one, Gaza. Nah,
I have an actual genuine fact to share right now.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking out loud. I was staring out the window. Hey.
I'm like, hello.
This is a good
Can
question.
you hear me?
What is the male Karen?
I know, and I have a fact for you.
Oh, sorry. Keep
about
going.
this topic.
Sorry, sign language. You know I don't speak English.
I'm like, am I here? Am I a human? Karen was actually was predicted to be extinct by 2017 anyway. Because people were naming their kids like more extravagant, creative names these days.
So
isn't that weird?
We've gone from talking about like the dinosaurs in extinction to now the name Karen is now considered extinct.
Yeah,
that's fascinating. I'm just thinking that out loud. That is the craziest shit.
That's
Someone actually predicted that Karen would be extinct.
Yeah.
Well, she's back
by
with
2017, and it's
2020,
and now it's like
that would have been maybe the case pre-2016 when Donald Trump, the Western Bulldogs, the Cronulla Sharks, and Leicester City won the EPL. 2016 spun everything on its head, and the world has not been the same ever since. Get that, India. That's my theory. We've been 2016 curse. You know what? It was pretty much around the same time that Stranger Things came out too. Don't look too deep into
Everyone's too spiritual these days.
I can't wait for 6G to come around. I am so keen for 6G. And 7G and then 8G. But I hope that they skip 9G and go straight to 10G like Apple did.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
yeah,
fuck
where was
9.
the iPhone 9?
We don't want a 9. We're going to 10. Let's get double digits already.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. They just felt it appropriate.
I'd love to.
I'm sure there's a cycle in there that they would explain why that happened.
Yeah, and I'd love to know that.
Yeah. It'd be useless.
Look it up.
Yeah. Do your own research. People that like didn't graduate high school should not say do your own research. Okay, that's not fair.
How dare you?
That's
How
not fair.
dare you?
People who didn't graduate anything.
How dare you?
Okay, so that's not fair. People named Pearl who didn't graduate anything. Nah, that's all right. You've done better than most and you didn't graduate. Shit.
100%.
Dad said to me the other day, he's like, I just realised you're the only one who finished high school out of all four of us. And I was like, you only just realised that.
That's so funny. That's true.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
For no reason,
But I reckon
too.
it doesn't affect me at all, the fact that I didn't finish high school. In fact, I think
Nah.
I don't know. I'm
It's
not.
just babysitting.
I mean, I say a lot of dumb shit, but I'm relatively educated, so I'm sweet.
It's just babysitting where you get graded on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like you go to school for 5 days a week and then you get a result every 6 months.
Well, I feel like there are some life lessons in there that you might learn.
I didn't learn any of them there. I learned mine on the streets.
Being a hustler.
Every day I'm hustling.
Okay, no life. You reckon you got no life lessons out of school? Social aspects.
Only social aspects. Nothing from a book.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't learn anything.
Nothing.
From
I
a
definitely didn't
teacher
retain anything
that was retainable and translated into a test that I got a decent result on. It was life lessons for sure, but like I'm not using trigonometry and I'm no better at geography than I was back then.
You're right. I think
am a
I'm
little
probably
bit,
just emotionally. I evolved emotionally a lot in high school.
Yeah, that's what it is.
In school, but not really. Yeah.
It's a little
Hamish
dry
and
run.
Andy make a joke about it, where they try and retain as much information in the space of like a minute, and then they try and spit as many facts back to each other because that's the way they would just cram for tests.
Right.
And you just try and remember as much as you could,
and then blurt it
and
out
then
in
like
some
get it
cohesive
out
way.
somehow on the page, and then like you walk away and you don't remember that shit.
No,
Like,
God no.
that's not how studying works.
No. And we do voiceovers for a living, and I walk in, I don't know what I'm about to read. I get in, I read it, and I walk out, and I can't remember what I just said.
I don't even remember what I sold.
I don't remember. I just go, cool, pleasure.
Yeah.
Catch you on the flip side, baby cakes.
See you later.
Alligator.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. What's the one for crocodile? See you later. In a wild crocodile.
In a wild crocodile, yeah. Took me a while to get there. It was pretty quick though. Oh, wait, can I ask you a question?
You certainly may.
What is home to you? Weird. So just so off topic, but
What is home? Like, as in like, just like, what do I consider home? Like
Yeah.
as in like family
stability
or
or
like
like,
house
literally it could be.
right.
It's probably changed over time as well. Like, because when you're a kid, it's like
Yeah.
family and support. And then when you live it on your own, you were like, somewhere that I could just
Yeah.
a space to myself. Like for me at the moment, I was like trying to figure out the thing that identifies what home is to me.
Right.
Because someone said to me like home's where my pillow is. And I was like, yeah, but even I don't feel comfortable. Like just because I got my pillow doesn't mean I feel comfortable in the space.
Sure.
I reckon it's somewhere that I can put my fucking piano.
Yeah. Somewhere you can safely keep your shit.
And take my dog. Yeah. Because right now I'm struggling to find a house because Noah's accepting pets. And I'm like, well.
Didn't that get over? Wasn't that a thing that you can't deny someone because of that anymore? Companion animals?
No.
Really?
I don't think.
Am I right in assuming that people
Did you
just
just
say things out loud but don't really mean them?
Did you just assume that all dogs were companion animals?
As if they aren't, first of all.
I mean, they
And
are,
secondly,
100%,
I
but
mean,
it doesn't
if
mean they're
man's-
legally your
if they're
companion animal.
Man's best friend, how are they not? If you legally have them registered, then you are their responsibility.
Do you know what shits me? When a house, so I've been going to a bunch of inspections and they say very clearly on the website, pets allowed.
Yeah.
But then when you put in your pet application because you're a good citizen and you want to
Do the right thing, tell them about it.
Tell them about
Give
it.
them the deposit if they need
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Pay for the repairs if they fucking ruin the floorboards. I don't care. Like, And then they're like, oh, we just had the floorboards done. It's like, then why did you say that? Why were you just going to go with the other person anyway? Like, that's not cool.
Because they want you to come through the door. You should call up before next time and say, legitimately dog friendly or no?
Call up. Do you know how fucking busy the rental market is right now? I couldn't get a hold of bloody Mark for so long. Sorry.
Mark could be the equivalent of Karen.
Oh, that's mean. Mark's really nice. Please give me the Redfern house.
No, okay, Mark's good. Mark, you can stay.
I'm waiting on my application to be approved.
It's got a K and an R and an
Don't say anything bad about Mark.
Mark, you're great. No, I'm just still stuck on that male Karen. But the housing crisis is a bit tricky at the moment because, you know.
There's just, talking to all the rental people who work, what are they called?
Real estate,
yeah, the people who work
in
the real estate agents. They're just like so busy because all of these places have gone on the market and they're just trying to get rid of them. But they have to hold there's one inspection a week for
oh, what a shame. They've got a job to go to.
Yeah.
No, look.
Actually, that's another funny thing I wonder about, because I was talking to a lawyer the other day who was like, yeah, she's just so flat out. And she went on this Tinder date and she was just like literally couldn't even switch off to concentrate on the guy. And he's like, oh, you poor thing. Like, you've got a job. Why are you complaining? Like, you must be enjoying that. And I was like, yeah, some people are really copping it. The legal system, lawyers and barristers thrive off economic crisis. So
yeah, exactly.
So they'd be up to their fucking necks and just work.
Yeah, well, you make your bed.
Anyway, yeah, I suppose.
I mean, look.
I don't feel bad for them. I'm just saying, it's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not bad. But, everyone's got their problems.
Yeah.
I don't care about any.
Trying to find a home.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. Home is anywhere that you can find a home. That's my official answer.
Yeah. Home is anywhere that will let you in.
Anywhere that will have you. Yeah, well, I mean, there's worse places in the world to be trying to find a home right
That's
now.
100% true as well.
And at least,
I get it.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky. My life is good.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's a difficult balance right now because you don't want to put anyone down for X, Y, and Z, but there are definitely reasons to be thankful.
I like that you use X, Y, and Z a lot.
Well, there's always more than one reason, and
and I never want to be particularly specific
and
about
they're
it.
never the same. So I'm going to give you the X, Y, and Z because X, Y, and Z is always the same. It's in the alphabet and it doesn't move. That's how it goes. Wait, what about other...
It's in the alphabet
It's in the alphabet and it doesn't move. That's how you finish the alphabet.
Love it. That's the bottom line. All right.
And we're going to do a live version now, a cappella. You ready?
Absolutely not.
Kiss me.
Looks like you were stabbing someone then with that.
Kiss me.
Hug me. Fuck off me.
I'm Cairo.
I'm Pearl.
We are collectively...
Pretty...
Weren't...
They.
Oh, no.
That's so fucking lame.
That's like the voicemail tone. Hey, you've reached... And we can't get to the phone right now because we're... Beep, beep, beep. Ciao.